once again a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence now. Presence. Come out. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers, and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythm and clear eye, and vigorous spinner right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the spectre, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keeps pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the presence now. Presence. Come out. Come out.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very dangerous offense. The Steelers rank in the top 10 in total offense, and they go up against a Panthers defense that will need to be at its best. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Carolina Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
But he will find his man on the outside. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And got his tight end, Duarte. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got time. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Let's go. Green, 30.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now this time he'll look to throw. He shakes him off. Buying time to his left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down, 8. They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to get him for a loss of about 3. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Looking to throw. Surveying the field. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finding time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. All right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to Heinz Field after this. So a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it go. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go! Green's in there, Barney!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Come on now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. Room here to run. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now. Watch it now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And Godot's kick is right through. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference, because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this in the enemy territory across the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They run the counter now on first down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Steelers set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And on 2nd and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Panthers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.